Ah, shit. Get your tea and your popcorn because this is going to be a good one. So, I thought that the unambiguous black women were divesting, but apparently I was wrong because they were going to this black business conference so they could attract they. So, this actually aligns with my talking point that a lot of the divestors are actually not genuine. A lot of these women actually like black men but got rejected by them, or they're not wanted by their own counterparts. And so that's why some of them resort to dating non black men. It's almost like this mindset of settling. But let's get into this TikTok.
Oh my goodness, that is what I'm here for. Come on. You came for yes, I came for the niggas. They should come out.
Okay, so she is saying that she came for the N word. So this is actually a business conference. I looked it up. It looks like some of the vendors there included Google, Amazon. They had multiple like celebrities and top level business people there. So it's almost like this job fair. But she is saying that she came there for the men. And then if you look at her hashtags, it says hashtag where is my husband, hashtag Afrotech, hashtag dating, hashtag women in tech. So, isn't it interesting how a lot of these women they will shame MLS women for social climbing, but these women are essentially using these black business conferences as a way to, I guess, find a hypergamous relationship with a black man. Meanwhile, if an MLS woman were to do the same thing, they would say that that man is a colorist, or they would actually say that that man is a dusty. So I thought that the black men were dusty. So what happened to that talking point? So let's look at some of these comments. This girl says, literally me now and the whole weekend. Someone else says, when is this tech summit? So we've got women laughing or like women asking where this business conference is going to be so they can go and hopefully snag a black tech bro. But it gets worse, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the next TikTok. So this is at the same business conference. And as you can see in this screenshot, this is a woman. I don't know if she's pregnant. Like her dress is kind of poking out. Maybe she's not pregnant. I'm not sure. But this is the same business conference, the one that had Google and Amazon and like all of these really big companies. This is at one of their events. So apparently they had a lot of like business mixers where you can go and like kind of network with Google. You can network with Amazon. So this is at one of the events at this conference. And there was this guy performing, this MLS guy. He happens to be some Caribbean artist or something like that. And let's take a look at the video. So if you look closely, you can actually see that a lot of these men and women are actually wearing suits. So that is proof that this is actually a professional business event. But we've got this unambiguous woman bending it over and busting it wide open. And by the way, I don't know if you guys caught it, but while she was bending it over, this guy literally has his hands up in the air, basically like, oh no, I'm not touching her. I'm not dancing with her. And he literally just walks away in the middle of her bending it over and busting it over. Do you see how as soon as she bends over, he makes sure to actually turn away and look back at the businessmen instead of paying attention to this woman who is literally shaking her ass at a business conference. So do you see what I mean when I'm talking about the desperation? Do you see what I mean when I talk about how a lot of women, they will get mad at you for being successful in a social setting, but then some women from the same group are so desperate for male attention, or they're so desperate to quote unquote network to the point where they don't even know how to network without shaking their asses. And by the way, if you look at the beginning of the video, this man, he's not even looking at her. He was doing his little song, and this woman just comes up and tries to literally put her ass, and she bends over, and then he makes sure, as soon as she's bending over, look at this, I'm playing it in slow motion. As soon as she bends over, see how swiftly he turns around? He swiftly turns around to face the other business people so that he can try to keep it professional, because this is literally a professional event. First of all, this woman is literally, she has on a burgundy weave. And I mean, I guess it's fall. So, I mean, I guess, you know, you want to go with the nice colors or whatever. But it's like she has on a burgundy weave and what looks like a bra top. So it's like, is she there for the business conference, or is she there just, maybe she was like, maybe she just showed up and she's crashing the party? I have no idea. But I just wanted to highlight the desperation, because what happened to the divestment movement? I thought that they were so desirable by white men, and they're just getting snatched up left and right by all of these wealthy, multimillionaire white men. So why would she need to be at a black business conference and be so thirsty for this guy's attention to the point where she's bending it over and busting it wide open and then getting rejected. But what do you ladies think? Do you think that in general, more of them are actually divesting and getting snatched up by these high value white men? Or do you think that the divestment movement is really just a decoy and a distraction and almost like revenge of the femcells? And they're basically just saying that because they're trying to get black male attention. And then in real life, they're going to events like this, trying to get more so the black male attention or the MLS male attention. What do you ladies think? Let me know in the comment section and I'll talk to you next time. Stay pretty, ladies.